Hello everyone. So it's all about how did I win first prize in English poem recitation for 3 consecutive years. Rather than going directly to the video, I just like to tell you initially certain stuffs that I was not a great I didn't even know that I was great in this. I never knew that I was great in poem recitation. It was a heat and trial method. I got an opportunity. I just utilized that as far as I could, and finally, I achieved a success in that. So, we can never tell that you are good at this or you will be good at this until and unless we try, we get recognized by people. That is when we come to know what we are actually good at. So, first of all, the stuffs that you need to keep in mind. See, for the time being, I'm just saying you this four, but I'm going to add on in with the length of the video. So first of all, the category means the category of the poem that you are going to choose, you should be aware of. There are different genres, different types of poems, but you need to be very good in selecting. So first of all, matters how good you are in selecting, okay? Your selective approach really matters here. So generally for this, as I used to win first prize, my prime focus was I used to choose certain poems which was about life, life facts, which is very heart touching, very genuine. So these are the things I used to keep in mind, okay? And how you present them, okay? You need to keep in mind the pitch of your voice. Don't always keep the same pitch, okay? Somewhere you need to have a high pitch, somewhere low pitch. It should be touching the hearts of your judges, okay? You need not use very complicated vocabularies, but how you present, use daily vocabularies, doesn't matter. Daily used vocabularies. But what matters is how you are going to present it in front of your judge. While reciting, how confident you are. If you can make hand movements, that shows how confident you are. Pronunciation is what matters. Rather than going for high-fi vocabularies, go for such vocabularies where you are good at pronouncing, okay? Because many other times in front of the large audience, in front of our competitors, in front of the judges, it's obvious that we might get nervous. So if we go for hi-fi vocabs, we might get a minus point in this part, in the pronunciation part. So you need to keep that in mind. In the upcoming part, I'm going to show you also how basically I'll give you a demo or an example how did I used to recite so that you get an idea. But yes, for 3 consecutive years I have won the first prize. And you might wonder, only for 3, why not for 4 or 5? I did not take part more. I just participated 3 times. For the first 3 times and for the first 3 times I won first prize. And my competitors were also great enough, but how did I defeat them? Honestly, if I talk about this, then I would say some of them were using imaginary, okay, fantasy related poems of their own imagination creation. Yeah, your imagination and the judge's imagination are not going to be the same. But life facts is something they also understand that much only how much you understand. So all that would matter is how you would present them. They don't bother about your imagination. Basically, if you're writing a anthology of a book on like anthologies of poems or whatever, in that case, it's a different thing. But when it's a competition, you need to be very selective, as I already said ahead. So that is the thing. They have very well presented, my competitors, they have very well presented their fantasy or imaginative related poems, but it did not reach out to the judges. No doubt, they won second prize, third prize. But I was able to defeat them just because I took a inspirational poem, true fact poem, okay, life related poem, very heart touching poems, especially where the judges also ponder upon, where they can also easily ponder upon your view. There has some model, okay. Those are something judges will appreciate if you keep these things in mind, okay. And many more now I will go on adding. And most important is, even if you forget a line, just don't get stuck there and wait and trying to recall. These are some things that the judges will never appreciate. You know you have skipped a line, you know you have forgotten a line, but that is something your judges do not know. Directly jump to the next. Do not think about that I missed that. That is where your confidence level will be checked. I never made these mistakes. Okay? I was never like all this stuffs I never did. Okay? And I was not by birth good in this. Nor my parents were in this background. I tried something really new out of the box. But even then I got acknowledged just because I have tried this. It was a hit and trial method, honestly I'm speaking. I have also I have also got rejections in my life. There were times when I got rejected from being an anchor. That is where I took it as a challenge that this time here too I will have to win. Whatsoever be. Try different methods. I did rehearsal of myself, okay. Most importantly, before this big day, it's a big day because it has different rounds. First round, second round, then the final round. So it needs rehearsal several times to gain perfection. And in that rehearsals also you have to try different hit and trial methods. Like in this line, high pitched was soothing or low pitch will do good. You have to figure that out on your own. And for that you need rehearsals. Practice makes a man perfect. It is valid everywhere. For example, how I did is, what will matter is not what you bought, but what you gave. What will matter is not what you learned, but what you taught. What will matter is not your success, but your significance. What will matter is every act of integrity, compassion, courage, or sacrifice that enriched, empowered, or encouraged others. What will matter is not your competence, but your character. What will matter is not how many people you knew, but how many will feel a lasting loss when you are gone. What will matter is not your memories, but the memories of those who loved you. What will matter is how long you will be remembered, by whom and for what. It won't matter where you came from. It won't matter whether you were beautiful or brilliant. Living a life that matters doesn't happen by accident. So choose to live a life that matters. And throughout the process, your eye contact with your judges. It may be one judge, it may be three judges, but with all of them, you're trying to make eye contact alternatively. That shows how confident you are in doing